get this duel started!
Duelists. Countdown initiated. Ready, set, duel.
All right. Good morning, guys. Good evening, good night, wherever you are. Can you guys hear me? Let me just set this up really quick. There we go. All right. Yo, what up? What up, Milo? What up, Taser? Morning, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Okay, so we made a diamond. I ended up playing yesterday after the stream. I ended up changing the deck. I bumped it up back to the higher card count. And yeah, it was doing much better. I took a bit of... Okay, because Dracotail has become more prevalent as we expected. We're playing it's more meta. So, Yummy 2. So many things are more frequent now compared to the first ranks, right? The first ranks were fairly easy, but I guess it just gave us a better understanding as to how we can utilize these cards in obscure scenarios, right? But now it's a bit more refined as to what we're going up against. So then that'll kind of impact on our card choices, right? So I ended up putting more non-engine. I ended up putting bells. You see these cards right here. You see the twisters. You see the droplets. I've been liking droplets a lot. Twisters, it's more so like a board breaker. In the Dracotail matchup, it's not that bad, right? Because when you go up against the flame, you can use it in a similar sense as what's that quick play that the TCG uses where you pop the spell you're using? So you can use it in the same way. Yeah, and you just pop your own card, right? Which is pretty cool. And then you see that I'm playing a barrier. It was just something to set off of tactics, right? If you set it off, set it against Dracotail, against Yummy, against Mitsu, right? Against K9 or a VS K9, we just call Exceed. Can be pretty good. Yeah, not much to it. Just basically similar to what we played in December last year. So, yo, what up, Golden Eagle? Good morning, buddy. Yeah, and I ended up cutting the Crystal Wing, and I'm added the Satellite Warrior because we didn't really go into Crystal Wing, you know. I mean, we did a few times, rarely, but I felt that Satellite Warrior was coming up a bit more, you know. So that's why I ended up putting in instead. You what up, Grim? You what up, Laxus? 60 is in a way. No, it's just something we're trying out. There's something we're trying out. You know, just a bit of variance. Because what I noticed was happening, I kept, like, let's say I open up a starter, right? And then I would open up like Bell, Ash, Imperm or something, right? They'd stop me, or they would Ash me or Imperm this guy, and then I would do that to them, and I'll top deck into Fellows, right? And it was doing exactly just that. But that was for those games. But we'll see. Overall, right? Overall, but the theory is we have a sufficient amount of starters or engine to be consistent, right? I mean, of course, there's gonna be those times where you just draw like a bunch of non-engine, but that's like with anything, right? So the concept is, okay, even if you do open up with abundance of non-engine, you're gonna be simplifying, so you could top deck into your starter, right? That's like the ideal scenario. But there will be times where you just keep drawing non-engine to non-engine to non-engine. That's like Yu-Gi-Oh itself, right? Yeah. Okay. What up, Creeper? Fellows, Synchro. Oh yeah, this is just because as I was building the decks, I was just trying to like pinpoint them, you know. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, let's just get going. Let's get started. Okay. I'm just waking up. I'm just waking up. Woke up a little late. Let's go 9:10. Okay, so to first, I guess kind of differentiate the 40 card and the 60 card. 40 cards are more refined and they're more a cookie cutter, right? Because there's particular cards you want to see, and what the fudge? Why is it so laggy? Tell me it's gonna be one of those days. Okay. I was gonna say, what the? Kinda weird. He just doesn't want me to play. What the hell? What the fuck? That's so weird. What? It just doesn't want me to play, bro. Huh? What? Is Master Duel down or something? What in the world is happening? Can you guys check if it's happening to you guys as well? Speeder ban? What up, Emery? What up, Swan Cookie? What up, Bright? Do you think that running more than one copy of Scrap Synchron is worth it? Okay, let's just go back. Hang on. Let's chat for a bit. Let's give it a few minutes for whatever's happening resolve. Okay, so whenever you're okay, so you have to understand, and I've for those of you that have heard this or been here when I've mentioned this or where I've covered this, is that you can't really apply the same theory to a rogue deck as you would for a top tier deck, right? For example, Yummy is like the most perfect example. It's like the perfect example. Because these cards themselves, like right off the bat, you understand that one singular card can bait 2 hand traps, right? And that conversion rate seems trivial, like seems like it doesn't matter, but it does once you start getting into the meta and playing against top tier players, top tier decks. Because what happens is it's insinuating that you're going to be as efficient, right? Because you're in the meta. For example, if you stop if they go summon Cupsy, right? And you try to prevent them searching off of the Cupsy, right? Okay, you burnt an Ash, or you burnt an Imperm. If you have Imperm Ash, you wouldn't Ash this. You would Imperm this because you want to Ash the Yummy, the Cupsy Yummy way, right? But what I'm saying is, a singular card can bait 2 interactions, right? And then it can pivot with any other extender, which is the main issue. Whereas a lower tier deck won't have that. They won't have access to that type of card caliber, right? Because you're a lower tier deck, right? Like, I mean, unless they draw into these ones, like, then okay, yeah, then it's not gonna be the same. But they have a card that is able to do so, right? That can convert into baiting 2 interactions, because you're gonna want to prevent them from getting to this, right? Because this gets them to a multitude of resources. Because like, we don't have any one card that converts like that card does, right? Like, even if you had one similar card, but we don't, right? Everything requires a 2 card combo pivot, right? So you're always training 1 for 1, whereas this was training 2 for 1, and that is insanely significant when you're dealing with meta, right? So you need to find a way to kind of exploit other aspects of the game, which is what I'm talking about with variance. It requires a bit of luck. It's a bit more inconsistent, but you're trying to be as consistent as possible. It's like a certain threshold you're required to meet to be efficient. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be. You're gonna be bricking, right? But because we at the very least have a bunch of 1 card starters, that means that we're already meeting the requirements to compete, right? And because we have a card like Meister, that's the variance that we have on our side, where we can utilize it to extend or initiate our combo, opposed to having a card like Full Speed Warrior, where it's strictly a starter. You can't really extend with it, right? So that's why cards like Junkmeister and Junk Signal are so important, because it allows us to exploit suboptimal interactions. Because if they're unaware of what you're trying to do, like any rogue deck, basically that's like their main strength, is that they're interacting at the wrong times, and you're able to capitalize, right, with the multitude of cards, opposed to a singular card, right? So you're doing it in a different way, but because a rogue deck requires a bit more variance, is where it kind of makes people uncomfortable, because that means you have to really consider the cards you're implementing into a deck. Because if it's remotely, if it's even the slightest inconsistent, you're just gonna be bricking, right? And that's a problem, right? You do not want to be losing to yourself. That's like the worst thing. You're just bricking and bricking and bricking, where your opponent's not cooking you. You're just cooking yourself, right? Like if you're losing to one hand trap, it's even the best decks lose to one hand trap sometimes, right? Rarely, but they do. They're capable of losing to one hand trap. But for rogue decks, that's more so a common occurrence. But for us, luckily we have cards like Jugmeister, Junk Signal, Synchro Fellows to kind of help bait interactions, right? Like, of course, if you have like a bunch of non-engine and you have only one starter, of course you're gonna lose to an Ash, of course, right? Which then you require to do the same thing to them, which is interaction, right? And then hopefully you can draw into another starter, right? But because these are interchangeable, which is Junkmaster is interchangeable, which is what we were missing, because we were lacking that starter or extender that wasn't redundant once you got to a particular point, right? For example, let's say you open up full speed, right? And you open up Stardust. So you have a starter and extender, okay? So depending on how they interact with you would depend on how impactful that interaction is. But let's say you summons full speed, they imperm you. Okay, that's fine. The point of full speed is to get access to fellows, right? It's fine. They imperm here. You activate, start a Synchron. Okay, that's your pivot. Tribute the full speed, activate effect, search for your fellows. Okay. They could have ashed this, but they didn't. They hold the ash for this. Okay. So then what's your pivot then? Assuming they resolve this, they ash you here. You have little to no pivots, right? Opposed to now having a card like Jugmeister or having a card like Junk Signal, right? That kind of changes things because now Stardust does have a pivot. Or you can take it the other way around where you have a different sequence where you go, okay, full speed, they stop you there. Okay, your pivot is tuning into scrap. This and full speed converts into your scrap warrior. They stop you there, whether they imperm ash, by any means, they stop this by any means. Okay, so that means Fellows is still online, right? So you want them to interact with you at the beginning, and that's through ignorance because they're not sure where to interact with you. They just want to make sure that they don't allow you to accumulate resources. But the thing about this deck is, it seems like majority of the time you will lose if they stop you early on, because you will have those games. But most of the time, you want them to interact early because it's the later resources that kind of get you over that threshold of how impactful that interaction might be, right? Because once you stop Fellows, but you've already have access to full speed engrave, you already have a junk in hand, you already have a tuning, then Fellows doesn't really matter, right? Because you already have junk access. This is going to be already engraved to reduce the scrap warrior, right? And that's the obscurity of it, because if your deck loses if they stop at the beginning strictly, then you're kind of cooked, because that means you don't have the option to not be able to lose at the beginning of your sequence, whereas that's how we were before. We were a bit vulnerable at the beginning, but now our lines can be a bit more convoluted, meaning they're a bit more difficult to understand or anticipate, because it's a rogue deck. They're not going to be seen as often as a meta deck. so it's not going to be interacted optimally against. And that's why we're trying to utilize the approach of variance, right? Because sometimes you can't really pinpoint a particular interaction or non-engine card that can blanket a lot or majority of the meta. Sometimes you can, but for the most part, what's good against Draco Tao isn't good against Yummy, and what's good against Yummy is not good against Mitsu, and so forth, right? Just for example. So, because it's a best of one, the whole dynamic of deck building, you'll see that everyone's main decking cards that you typically wouldn't main deck, because there's no games 2 and 3, there's no side deck. So basically, you're playing with your side deck, and of course, you have to pick and choose like a very generic card, because like this is decent. It's not like dead against. You can. It's applicable to almost every given matchup. Might be more impactful to in certain matchups, but it's still applicable, right? And that's basically what we're doing. But of course, the primary focus is consistency, which is why we're playing triple tuning, triple this, because you want consistency, because you have to offset the ratios, right? Like you don't want to have like only like 20 cards and then 40 cards non-engine, you know? Because then if you're taking that approach, you need cards like Cupsy, where a singular card can make multiple interactions. So the likelihood of them opening up 3 interactions is not as high, right? Whereas our pivot is always going to be a 2-card combo, because one card can convert into anything else apart from what it's initiating. Hopefully that's making sense. I'm like going on, like it's making sense. Okay, let me just read some of your messages real quick. No converter. Yeah, 40 is for basic combo, 60 or 2. I've likewise been tested Synchron builds the past few months, and surprisingly, in one piece of tech I've rediscovered for Synchron that most sleep on is Synchron Explorer. Synchron Explorer? Huh. Restart. Yeah, I'll restart it in a bit. Emergency speeder band, turn off the app, I turn on. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Okay, let me just try and see if it well let me just finish reading your guys' messages, and then we'll get it back into it. I assume you have to, yeah, close it. Naturally, only one copy, but it often comes in pretty close to the game, yeah. Whites and Twisters. Oh, it's just like a generic card. Because, like, if we can disrupt, because it's something to draw into, and we have a lot of cards we can discard, right? We don't mind discarding. Like, redundant top decks, like this, you know, like Stardust, you know. Yeah, dumb question for that. Yeah. What's the song you use at the start of the stream? It's some sort of remix of 5D's intro. Oh, it's the oh my god. It's Hyperdrive instrumental. Except it's slowed down. I slowed it down. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Yoda Mystic. What up, White Springs? Yoda Spaghetti. What up, Dunker? Did we already get the newest support on him? Yeah, we do. The Synchron Explorer is also a way to bait out Maxi and ask Blossom in order to pivot into other ways. Well, I mean, we can't really bait Maxi or Charming, right? This is something that we just have to take the challenge against. Baiting would be like us having fellows and letting them think that our starter was important, right? That's baiting, right? Because making something appear as more significant than it is, right? I remember when Full Speed came out, and I was absolutely furious that he did nothing by himself because we didn't have a scrap Synchron yet, and I thought, what does this he exists is so bad. Yeah, we all had a perception on this guy. What up already? Switches does nothing going first. No, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You can set it, and against like Dragotel, one of our issues against Dragotel is that if they like resolve a 5 mana, they set their traps, and it just kind of clears it. Even though you can pop it with Baron, and then now we can pop with this, but like it's just something to do. It would optimized. The timer is also a card you need to play around. Yeah, that's true. Nah, that's fine. Imperm. Yo, what up, King Edward? Yo, what up, Liquid? I would drop this spatter for Crystal Wing. Wait. Already. You can't be serious, right? No way. No, every Synchron deck should play this. If you're playing something else other than this, I don't understand what's happening. I just don't get what this is like staple. Hand ripping for 2. This is that one because it's so the hand ripping is just so brutal. Yo, what up, Wesley? Satellite Warrior is just like a utility card. Because sometimes we just want to mass remove everything and not have to climb into everything and just go immune satellite, nuke everything, one punch, right? Because there's a lot of times where there's like a back row or waste of. We want to force things, right? And this does that. What up, Alec? What the hell? Alekarasum. I was considering the level 8 business arm retarded grasp me to counter trap droplet. Dark Ruler. You can, but because I feel that Dark Ruler isn't as impactful because we play cards like Librarian. Because what happens with hang on, let me just change. Because what happens with Dark Ruler against a deck that doesn't play Librarian means you're not going to be drawing non-engine to reinforce your board. So you're going to be non-interactive. But for us, we're going to have big bodies, right? We're going to have Majestic, Baron, the Spatter, Jura, right? And we probably would have hand ripped twice or once, right? So at that point, they're playing with 4 cards, right? And we would be drawing like 10 plus cards. If we even draw 2 non-engines, whether it be Droplet, whether it be Ash, whether it be Droll, Imperm, Bell, even if we draw 2 to reinforce, they have 4 cards to play with. They Dark Rulered you. You have at least 2 interactions for the 3 cards. Right? So that's what I'm referring to. And playing a trap like reframing to kind of counter that, you're already playing a bunch of like bricks, so you don't want to compound, right? Opposed to cards like this, what's prevalent in Master Duel or Yugioh? How do we lose? Charmy or Maxi, right? Which is why this is an exception, right? In case you don't draw Ash, in case you don't draw Called By, in case you don't draw Crossout, you have an out versus Maxi versus Charmy, right? Because you can go TG spam to that. So it wouldn't be the same comparing Reframing and Heavy Slump. What up, Hiro? I have been running Wind Pegasus. Oh, that's old school. That's old school. Yeah. I've showed you guys like that in the past. It's decent because it's just in the graveyard, and it's like an obscure thing to play around, right? Assuming they try to like destroy stuff. It's working out pretty well. Yeah. What's the rare trap? Oh, this is Heavy Slump. It's for the Maxi. What up? That's Tenu, right? Tenu MX. I lost the time against Kanan on Master Duel. I know, we did that yesterday. Thank you, Spaghetti. What up, Wonton Suit? Do you think we can play many hand traps in Synchron and not get outgrinded every game? No, because that's I was covering that. Hang on, yeah. Oh, there you go. There. What up, Outcrest?
Oh, hey, Wolf.
Hey, what up? Okay, let me turn on my stream here.
Gotcha.
There you go. Yeah. So the theory, the fundamental theory in Yugioh is be interactive to prevent it from doing their fulfilling their objective, and then it goes to you. You're attempting to fulfill your objective. But of course, they have the same. They understand the game at the fundamental level that interaction is prevention, right? You want to prevent them from doing a certain thing, and generally that's what happens. Ideally that's meant to be happening, but it's a game of variance. Sometimes you might open up more non-engine than they do, and they might open up more engine that can push through your non-engine, right? So, and that's the dynamic that the game, I guess, thrives on, and gives a bit of obscurity. Because which is why meta is a bit more refined in the sense that it can get a bit stale, and whether you enjoy the game that way, it's possible, but for the most part, generally speaking, unless it just opens up a different I guess perception of the game. It'll depend on what you enjoy, right? When you're gonna show us?
How you doing, Wolf?
Pretty good. Just waking up. You just chuck the chat real quick. When are you gonna show us what you're cooking with the new TCG OCG support? We're doing it here. This is like the main thing we're looking forward to: the Meister and Young Signal. Because we know what the starters can do. I was thinking, why not back them with more hand traps? Yeah, well, I mean, we have so many hand traps right now. Yo, what up, Jesse? Yeah, no, we can't cut this better, but I can afford this better. That's why I built my TC deck different to make it work without stupid 30 left. Well, I mean, you can possibly make it work, you know, but just hand looping for 2 cards is just so devastating, especially if you've baited a hand trap. That means they loop themselves, right? That's where Omega shines. If they hand trapped you and didn't matter, and you're still able to get to speed resolving, they hand loop themselves for 2 and you're ripping 2. Like you're just gonna win at that point, right? The double rip is good, but it requires more setup. Crystal Wing is instant pressure and forces opponent to address it. Yeah, but it's not a versatile card. You know what I mean? Opposed to Omega. Like if you get to a point where you can hand rip or you can recycle, you know, it's just not. It's not just the fact that it can hand loop. It's just like it's versatility. Whereas Crystal Wing is strictly a monster negate. Whereas Omega is technically an Omni, because the traditional way of classifying as an Omni is that it negates, right? It negates any card, but you're just ripping a card, so it technically kind of is, you know? So it's like, what would you rather have, an Omni or a monster effect? And of course, there's arguments to both sides, because you can just say, oh, I can choose what I want to negate. In terms of a monster, but what if you rip a key card? What if you rip a breaker that could have cooked you, right? So they both have arguments for both. Why don't you try 3 Radiant Typhoon Vision, since you are using a bunch of quick play spells? Yeah, that's something that we were considering in the TCG, right? Pretty cool. I haven't been able to get Bestows better, as it's always sold out where I shop in UK. Ah, damn, that's rough, bro.
Dang.
How much is this battery right now, anyways? Is it still expensive?
It shouldn't be that much. Let me pull it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Build up the McFarlane. How is it more set up if they are the same level? Wait, what's more set up? What are you referring to? Oh, you're answering already?
This spotter is $26.
Oh, okay. So still, okay. Yeah, it's decently priced. Okay, yeah. This better is very good for the grand game. Yeah, exactly. This better for the grand game is insane.
I love this spotter. I love this card.
Virgin Typhoon isn't in Masco yet. What up? I'm Simba. I'm glad you're back.
RT is gonna be
Best
interesting.
Any other artist than Synchron, or is the most ideal? Also Anchor Bolt. Okay, so Anchor Bolt. Oh my god, because I was trying out Anchor Bolt, but that's before this. So there might be like a. Okay, so the reason for Anchor Bolt when I was trying it out and I thought it was decent is because it allowed you to have these convoluted lines where if they got rid of your full speed warrior, you were able to quick play someone out the Anchor Bolt, and then you would have a level 2 to synchro with your scrap synchron, right? And turn after turn, you can keep summoning it back, right? Because you always have like a full speed next turn, or you always had a way to get to a monster that mentioned Junk Warrior. So it was another resource once set up, once established. That's what I liked about it. But because of Junk Meister and armor, there's no real need for it anymore, you know?
Actually, there is one card I wanted to ask you about because you brought it up in theory when we first got the new junk cards. A junk giant, I believe it was.
Yes. Junk giant. Okay, so the thing about junk giant, let me pull it up real quick. And pull it up. This card. So I showed you guys. I think a couple months ago, when we got the cards announced, that you can search this card. So the theory is you would have gone. It's a 2-card combo, by the way, but it's nonetheless it's an immune speeder without having to go through SD, which is insane. Okay. So the theory is you go this into armor summons this, right? And then Meister will then level module the giant. So then once you're at that point, okay, so in order for this to make sense, you have to understand what we're trying to do. So what we're trying to do is ensure that we bait interactions before speeder, right? We want to make sure we're capable of forcing or prompting responses early on because we have so many pivot options, right? So the moment you special this, reveal this, special this, effect, special this, now you're there. Okay. Your opponent will read this and anticipate that you're trying to synchro with it. Unless they're aware of this card, they're not going to interact with it. But if they are, then we'll interact with it. And that's what you want. Early interaction. What this means is they'll most likely remove this from the field because they know that, okay, I can't respond to speeder if they go for speeder. So they remove it. So that you took care of one interaction with one card, assuming they didn't interact with this, right? But if they did interact with this, then you just pivot into this possibly, right? But you want to get to the point where you're presenting a scenario in which they feel that they need to interact, right? But if they're holding the interaction, then it doesn't matter because once you go for speeder, you're most likely going to win because a lot of the interactions post speeder are very mediocre because by then you'll have access to Stardust search. You haven't used your normal summon, right? So you have other things to play with as well. So once you get the speeder and you search off Stardust, every hand trap is very mediocre because the main thing is them stopping speeder. But if it resolves, it's like not even nib imperm at that point. It's just insane. Yeah, but whether we try it, I mean, we could try it. We just to give a bit of perspective, you know. But I don't know. Do you think Synchron could be made to Synchro doing a punch turn instead? You can try that, but it's just that there's so many things that can go wrong if you do that. Like Droplet's a card, Tactics is a card, you know, like even though they're like at 1 type of stuff, it's just very risky, you know. Because like that could be a pivot option, and it's not a bad contingency, right? Because it's at least form of interaction. But then you gotta be like, okay, what's gonna be my interaction? Is it gonna be like a satellite warrior? Is it gonna be like a boss monster that we can't really make on our turn because we probably already used the effect, so we have to do it on their turn type of thing? Or maybe we already used Crimson, but maybe they interacted and we have to wait for their turn. So it'll be in regards to that. But if you're like strictly primarily just setting up boards like kind of like what Crystron does or did, not anymore, but before, where you would just set up your Crystron C tree, your Ryan, and then just pass. It's a bit vulnerable because like if they imperm you, they force you to imperm. It's a bit weird. I don't know. You can though, but it's just something that it seems a bit too vulnerable. So I'm not sure if I'd be willing to do it. Oh, that answers my question. Okay. Yeah, true. If I could, I would definitely play this better. Yeah. Can Monster Reborn be used in the deck? Oh, there's a better card than Monster Reborn. It's the quick play spell.
The spell card one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I'm playing in the TCG. Where is it? I'm playing this in the TCG. Because this card's so good in the TCG, right? Like even now, because what we want is resiliency, right? So okay, so to understanding the difference between playing engine and extenders opposed to non-engine, right? So non-engine is meant to prevent, to kind of simplify, right? So extenders kind of counter that in a way, because let's say there's 3 interactions, right? And you have 3 cards, whether they be starters and extenders. They're interchangeable, ideally, right? Ideally. You would think that you have an interaction for every single card to account for, right? But as I mentioned for the example for Cupsy, where one Cupsy based through 1 interaction, so they need the second one to attack the singular card, right? So now you have 1 left, but they have 2 cards left to resource you with, right? And that's kind of the fundamental aspect of meta deck, being able to do that, right? We're trying to exploit a similar concept, but with a variation of cards opposed to a singular card, right? And what was I doing? Yeah, and cards like Spellcard Monster Reborn do exactly that, because one of our issues is when they have spot removal versus this deck. Because spot removal is way more devastating than like an Imperm or a Veiler. Of course, they can be devastating too, but like not being able to synchro at all is where we struggle. Like if we summon full speed, of course we have this now, but before we had this, if we summon full speed and this gets removed, same thing with Adventure. Adventure was suffering the same issue, where if they remove the token, we couldn't do anything, and it was like, oh damn, like what do we do now? Pass. But with the exception of cards like Monster Reborn to reborn this, right, as a form of extension, spot removal wasn't as impactful opposed to not having a card like this, right? Because of course you could have had this be the interaction to stop the interaction that would get them to the spot removal, Or you can do it in a way where, okay, the interaction might be redundant or it might be mediocre, so they'll still get to the interaction anyways. So then that's why you have to view it in a different perspective. Okay, well, if it's gonna be a hit or miss, I'd rather have an extender that can help me play around that interaction they're trying to accumulate or generate, right? Make sense? And that's when you start considering cards like, but you only do that when it's very apparent as to what your weakness is, right? Because if you're not sure what your weakness is, then that's when it can be a bit weird, because you're adding cards that aren't necessarily fixing your issue, right? Because you don't know what your issue is, but we know what our issue is, and generally speaking, majority of the decks suffer to that, and some more than others. But for ours in particular, we know that if we can reestablish a non-tuner to synchro with a scratch synchron, then that'll benefit us, and that's why I was testing out spell card Monster Reborn. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not sure about the regular Monster Reborn, but this is much better because it's applying the same concept, except it's a form of interaction. Like against Yummy, you can reborn the Yummy when you're trying to reborn it. It's like a DD Crow kind of in a way. You're stealing their monster, so it's more applicable. You can set it, opposed to Reborn, where it's strictly like Reborn. The hardest card to find is Shooting Star Majestic. Is it still? Is that hard to find, the Majestic? It's getting reprinted, so it should be fine, right?
Shooting Majestic shouldn't be that hard to find. It wasn't that expensive.
I think last time it was like $30, no?
Holy cow! How did this go up so high?
Because of the new support.
Okay, yeah, no, it's like 30. You're right.
Yeah, so it's still pretty expensive. Trail and Assault Synchron. For me, there have been times when I wished I had Crystal Wing in the extra deck, but I've been preferring Satellite more, and Omega helps without resetting. Yeah, even if it's like a little bit of reset, like a little bit of recursion, like it comes out, that little recycling that one Herald or recycling that one Baron, it just makes all the difference sometimes. Yo, what up, Edgar? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're just chatting here because we ran into an issue about Master Duel not wanting to work, so we're just passing a bit of time before we can start grinding. What you gonna use instead of Herald and Fleur and TCG? Oh, so for sure this might convert into a Zolan. Okay, so we're either gonna add another boss monster or we're going to add another Synchro Climber, right? Which the slot is taken by Stardust Charge right now, because post Speeder, you have, okay, so you have Speeder, right? You have your Speeder, then you have your level 1, you have your level 2, your level 3, level 4, right? So you need to find a way to. I smell bread. That smells really good. Oh my god. Okay, so you see that, and you're like, okay, how do I get to this? Because the issue with not playing Wheel and why people play Wheel is because it's a bit weird sometimes, because you need to take a particular route because it's your only non-tuner, right? So in order to kind of like generate more non-tuners is through Assault Synchron to climb with your Crimson Dragon, right? And that's through how? That's through SD. SD will trigger the Assault, reviving itself, right? And then you can pair it and climb with your high-level synchros with your 3s and your 4s, right? So that's why a 6 or a 7 is important to get the Assault into the graveyard to be able to revive the Excel, right? But now that's one of the routes on top of the new route we'll have through Junkmeister, because now we can go, okay, climb with this will start to be this. Now I have more non-tuners, so then this won't be as crucial anymore, but you still want it. But what most people do is they look at it and then, oh, that's redundant now that I have this. Well, no. That's assuming you get to that point, right? Whereas there are times where you have these niche lines where you need to take that route and still have this available. Yeah. I've tech junk giant before, yeah. What up, Black Mac and Cheese? How's it going? Hello, chat. What up, buddy? Yeah, we're pretty good. We're just chatting because we tried to go onto grinding, but it wasn't letting us. I'll restart the thing right now, but let me just quickly just catch up to your messages. Yeah. We can never be done, but I'm glad that you're doing well. That's good, bro. That's good. A headache? Usually, because I rarely get headaches. So the only culprit I've found when I do get a headache is either I'm dehydrated or I've eaten too much sugar. I don't know, maybe that's it. Yeah, Secret already has problems with turn zero cards. Yeah. Yoda Christmas. No, Chris Men's. What? Chris Men's? No overtake because I mean, you could add it, but it's a card that's not essential, right? It's a bit weird because I mean, we could play it, which would mean we would have to cut something to play Junk Warrior Extreme, which is what we're doing in the TCG, right? I mean, you can cut something, but it's not essential because like. But I guess it's different now, though. It's different now because we have more non-tuners to pair with Overtake. Because the issue with Overtake was the only non-tuner was either going to be full speed or that's it. But let's go. Who's this? Let's go, Major Jack Pal. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. So maybe we could play Overtake. But we can test that as we go through. But for now, we're trying without it. Because then what are we cutting for the Junk Warrior Extreme, right? Is it going to be this? Or we're testing this for now. We can't cut anything else. We can't cut this because, as I mentioned, it's a way to climb, right? It's a bit odd. What up, Mike? You mentioned TCG. Now that Herald is banned and we have Zolan now, what would be the deck, or we still need to wait Blazing Dominion? I know I saw mode bar, but other. I think. I mean, Teleport is going to be a hell of a card. Teleport is going to be an insane card for sure. Because I think we can function with Junk Signal and the Sonic Warrior. Of course, it'll be better when they're played together, like Sonic Warrior, Teleport, and this. Because Teleport... Because then, Teleport gives you Sire Reflector, Sire Reflector gives you access to Sonic Warrior. And Sonic Warrior can special summon itself, and that's just insane. Like, it's just so consistent at that point. So, I don't know. Well, there'll be a variant. But like, it's still manageable. Like, this card alone, the fact that we can search it is insane. So, like, even if we don't get this, it would still be good. It would still be decent, but yeah, I think we need both of them. But like, if we go either or, I think it's fine. But I think there's these two just help the deck so much. These two cards right here. But yeah, Zolan will be in the deck for sure. Zolan or either the new Stardust card.
There's a new Stardust card?
Yeah, the new one. Remember the one that it's kind of similar to the Zolan. It kind of looks like Patrick on the ceiling, where he's like, it's the full art one. They announced it in.
Oh yeah, the new one. Okay,
yeah, I forgot the name of it. What do you know the name? What the name of it is called?
It's Victim Sanctuary.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, no. What a small club. What a Axel. Star Drunk will help against removal cards in the future. Yeah. Star Drunk is gonna be a one of for sure. Yeah, that'll help us because that'll just make us even more resilient, right? So that means that we're not gonna be reliant on non-engine because, as I mentioned earlier, the reason you want to prevent is to make sure that there's not a lot of interactions accumulated for you to face when it goes to you. But if you have the resources to push past those interactions, then you don't necessarily be preventing all that much, because you're gonna be that resilience, right? What do you think about that Battlestar already said dual righty driver with the new cards? Okay, so what we're trying to do as of right now is just see if we can play a pure build, a pure variant, just solely off of the new cards and the Synchron and junks themselves. Supplementing a non-archetypal engine is what we'll do once we find out for certain that the deck itself cannot function.
Put that for a wait. Which cards were you talking about again? Star Junk? Wolf?
Oh, sorry. I had the keys in my pocket, the card keys. I had to get the card keys away. Actually, what was I saying again? I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about cards. I forget.
I forgot what I was like. Chat, do you guys know what I was talking about? I forgot. I had that. I got distracted.
I won't lie. I was hoping you would know what you were talking about because I was curious.
Yeah. No, I just didn't know where I left off, and I'll refresh it.
I think we were on Star Junk, and then. It's
yeah. Okay. Thank you, Fallen. Yeah. So we're focusing on a pure build, and then if you feel like it's that for certain that it's not enough, right? Then we have to supplement it because it must be lacking something, right? Because maybe we reach redundancies but I doubt it because the fact that these two cards are going to be played together alongside tuning, I doubt that we'll have we reach a point of redundancy in which the extender doesn't cover or salvage our sequence, right? Like what I mean is like if they stop this and they stop this, now we have a third extender, which is what we were lacking. We had a starter extender and we were lacking a third, and this is what's solved that issue. And then now, of course, we have a fourth. So that's why I think it's self-sufficient now, opposed to before, where these are non-existent. So we needed cards like Kashtira to, I guess, serve as a boss monster that wasn't required sequencing out, right? We don't have to sequence out a boss monster. Fenrir was just a boss monster itself, right? It's like a mini boss monster, and it was a non-tuner to synchro with your scrap synchron. Yeah. Where did I leave off? Interesting. Never played that format. What format? TCG? They have Secret Village, Field Spell, unbanned there, huh? Yeah. No shooting mask where I am is still up. 70 USD? What the hell? What? 70 bucks for a Majestic? That's wild.
Majestic on TCG players like 30 USD.
You mean your store selling it for 70 bucks? That's wild.
That's insane. That is a scam.
70 euros? No way. That would make it 100 bucks USD. What the fuck? Are you sure that's Starlight?
Starlight rare?
Is it Starlight?
Yeah, the Starlight's around 100. Like, that has to.
Yeah. Senior Climber. Maybe the new Crimson Dragon. Oh, yeah. So I've seen people experimenting with a more dragon oriented extra deck where you just revive that's why Crystal Wing, you play Zolin, right? Because the new Crimson Dragon can revive them, right? Which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll get to that eventually. Yo, what up, Mix? One issue where line becomes ODD is when they specifically destroy speeder and you have 5 tuners on the field. Yeah. But because we have Meister, now that's a potential way to get to it alongside Signal, right? So yeah, that issue is not going to be as prevalent because of these 2 cards, right? But I know what you mean. Like you have your only non-tuner. I tried with my friend 3 to 4 games and used all in as chain blocker. Didn't use it as a clamor. Yeah, you can do that. And that's the thing about Zolan. It's gonna be used in those 2 ways, either as a single climber or just as a way to kind of counter an interaction on speeder. Did I fall in? What the hell, Mix? I was reading your message and you just freaking deleted it. What do you think about the emergency teleport? Oh hell yeah, yeah. We're most likely gonna be. That's gonna be the one. Because then we'll have Because the thing about extenders is that you do not want them to be redundant. Meaning, if they can provide value post choke point, that's a good extender. Because if you have an extender that doesn't add if it doesn't add anything post choke point, then that's a redundant card. That's a redundant extender, because that means that it's trying to facilitate that choke point, but it doesn't help you progress because it was meant to get you to that point, but you got stopped at that point. So now that extender is not really an extender, right? It's just a redundant card, but because it allows us to get into different sequencing, is why it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be actually like pretty good extent. Okay, there we go.
Ash Blossom on top of that because I was scared of.
Where did I leave off? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Doppel can still be utilized. Yeah. This I'm saying with these decks, like there's so many variants you want to try. Like Doppel. What up Air Valve? 831. That's my old area code. 831.
Yeah.
How about Diabellstar because it can get Jet? Then Meister. Yeah, I mean, I think you just got here, right? So yeah, right now we're just playing a pure variant, and if a pure variant, meaning like junk cards, Synchron cards, if they're not sufficient, then you have to add a supplementary engine to kind of supplement whatever it is that's lacking, right? What up S6DFG? Thank you. Yeah, Victim Sanctuary. What up Mega Man? Why 60 card just because we don't have the assault cards in MD? No, it's just a bit of variance to have, because in Master Duel you kind of have to like play with your side deck because there's no best. It's not a best of 3, so you know that's kind of why it's there. And these are all applicable, and just using variance in a simulator, right? They're all applicable, because if you don't have non-engine, because this could be other non-engine, right? You can just not play this. But I felt like the more I was playing into boards, these were coming up, and just having these available just helped me going into a board and breaking boards. Wait, I feel like I want to play the Reborn now. I just remembered how good it was when I was playing it in TCG. It's just so good. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but yeah, the reason 60 is just to offset the ratio of engine to non-engine. That's what it is. Stardust Dragon ability to prevent cards from being destroyed from the anime. Yeah. Star Drink makes Fellowship resolve a bit more scarier than now. Very good extender. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Focus on pure builds for now. Yeah. Glad catch a life. All good gold rush round. Gold rushy round. Round. Please do a new MD Pro Decklist video talking about the new support, the full art ones. Okay. Yeah, I've been meaning to do in the video. I haven't done a video in like months. Fidelis Harmonia, bro. Is that the hand trap? That's the hand trap, right? That dumps the Synchro. You guys are gonna think I'm weird, but my starter deck, if I'm not trolled or nib, I put Soul Drain and Mind Drain to stop. This guy says you can't do anything. Yeah, it's just the issue.
You can really do anything.
Yeah, the issue is like drawing them going second. Like if you're sliding into it going first, yeah, that's understandable. But like if you're just main decking it, I mean you can possibly main deck it here, but isn't it banned? Isn't Skill Drain banned, or is that one?
Skill Drain is that one.
Okay. Never go full Dragon Synchro board because I set one up. So. Have you tried Giant yet? No, not yet. Not yet. We can try it. Hey, what up, Eddie? What up, Ethos? Is there a reason we don't play the Gen X Synchro monster? Because we have to choose whether we want the 10. Like Baron is there. Like Baron is like we're playing. Like the only reason we're playing the Gen X is because we don't have Baron. You know? It's like what would you replace for it? You know, the flex spot would have to be Satellite Warrior. What up, Mr. Softy? Brother, why are we playing 3 Twin Twister? It's just a card that I was testing in TCG and I really liked it because Draco tells the meta as well. And it just helps push your spells through. Because like getting your fellowship this negated is not really ideal. So ideally you just go like pop it, like you discard, pop itself, and pop something else, right? Yeah, that's generally why it's there. It's just a form of board breaker, something to draw into. Assuming you don't draw into like cards like Ash, this, and this, right? Because you'll see that when you charm someone, or when you maxi them, and if they give you like 2 to 3 cards, if they give you those 2 to 3 cards, having Twisters and Dusters cracks their board. It's just insane. And because it's applicable going first, you can set it and pass type of thing, and you can hit certain things like the Yummy field spell. But I think relying solely on Dragon makes the deck more vulnerable to super play. Yeah, but what I mentioned earlier is that because we play Librarian and we're reinforcing our board with non-engine, the board breaking aspect isn't as impactful because you just have non-engine to hold them off as well. Even if they leave you with one boss monster and you back it up with like an Imperm, a Droll, and an Ash, like even that's sufficient sometimes, most of the time. Because obviously, if you resolve your combo, you're gonna handle it for 2, right? So obviously they're gonna have 4 cards to play with. They super polyed you, right? So that's 2 cards. They discard 1. They have 2 left. You have 2 interactions for those last 2 cards, so you should be okay. I understand the 2 Twisters as well. You'll see. I have to show you guys in the gameplay so you can understand. It's just something I'm trying out. We were trying it out in TCG in December before I left on vacation, but it's because of the Draco Tail, right? And it just forces things out majority of the time. It's mainly because we have cards like Maxi and Charmy. That's mainly the reason why it is not as depleting, because you just draw into a fair bit of cards. Because Baron's still legal, and yeah, you got it. I'm entering a 5D Zero character tourney soon where the only hand traps allowed is draw a nib, where you can only use the 5D archetype support. Only thing is we don't have the new joint cards era. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. You can only The only answers you can play is Nib and Droll. But I'm assuming you're playing other interactions or other non-engine, right? Because that means if you don't draw either of those, you're kind of cooked. Because you're going to just be dealing with a full combo board. So I'm assuming you're going to main deck Dark Ruler in case you don't see Nib and Droll, right? I mean, that's what I would do. What up, Blaine? How is it running the deck at 60 planes? Yeah, I liked it. That's why I got the diamond yesterday. It was fairly easy. You'll see. We'll get into the gameplay in a bit. I'm just trying to catch up to you guys' messages. I'll be hoping for Doppel Warrior and Tuningware retrains that mention Junk Warrior, or more Scrap Warrior and Junk single targets. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be sick. Yeah. Monster Reborn, if this is a clutch, they can be. Some anti-hand trap tech that I found quite useful in MD is a card that mainly ignore. Chain Hole? What the hell is Chain Hole? What the hell is Chain Hole? When your opponent activates a monster effect in response to a card or effect activation, negate that opponent's effect. Then your opponent can banish one card from their hand or deck with the same original name as that negated card. It did. But no, they can. It's like Magic Drain. They can. No, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. If it's for Draco's matchup, it's really double Cyclone. You can. You could play double Cyclone. It's just that. Let me read double Cyclone again. Because I remember there's a reason why I chose this over that. Target one spell card your opponent controls and one spell card. But target one spell trap you control. Yeah, because you have to pop one of your own. Yeah, you pop one of your own. Whereas, because like, you have to understand, there's like other rogue decks in the meta here. Like there's Labrynth. I went up against a bunch of Labrynth before I got into Diamond, and this would not have worked, right? Because that means like I don't really care for, I mainly want to like be able to pop back row, right? Like the primary purpose is for Dracotail, but there's like Sky Striker still, you know what I mean? And just popping 2 back row is gonna be something that's huge. Well, I'll show you the replay right now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if it's streaked against Dracotail, yeah, you could replace this for that. But I think I want a more generic back row removal type of thing. The deck's being named Synchron without the Y is messing with my head. Oh shit! I forgot about that. You're right, good catch. I'm kidding. I'll put the Y in cap. That's hilarious. I can't. I've been running Tuningware my whole Synchron career. The extra card. No way, bro. No way. I've considered Twin Twister as well for the Assault Mode 0 quick play spell and creative effect. Yeah. Yeah, the Fudge Sheriff tournament idea as well. Since you say use effect failure. Yeah, exactly. You should be able to use effect failure. That's a Yusei card. I'm the only one that can use effect failure. Single chase. His spell seems pretty good here. Yeah. Discarding in this card quite easy. It's really a cost, right? Yeah. Did you try to close the program? Not yet. Well, let's try it. If it doesn't work, if it still doesn't work, we'll just we'll restart it. Okay, let me restart it. We're gonna be in darkness for a few minutes. A bit of darkness. There's a trap card that special summons OG Speed Warrior if it's sent to the graveyard, but honestly, you wouldn't want. No, no, no. Yeah, I know the card you're talking about. No. Would White Veil be good as your opponent can activate spell and traps during battle phase and destroy them? I've heard that card of White Veil. What even is that? White Veil. What? Oh, okay. Let me just show you this replay though, because this replay was pretty cool. I'm trying to accumulate replays to show you guys, and because I like recording, or I like making videos about epic comebacks or epic replays. I don't like just showing a video of me comboing up. Like there has to be some sort of adversity. Otherwise, like, what's the point, right? What is the point? Well, look at this one. This is pretty cool.
I boned that hard. Ugh. I forgot my start of Synchron search.
Watch, look at this one. This is pretty cool. I like this one.
Oh, Wolf, your stream's down.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
On Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Let's go. There you go. Like right away when he summoned the Charmy, I was like, I know what this is. This is Labrynth. And this is what I was referring to as to how it's obscure. And majority of the time, because we're aware of how to interact, you can be very what's the word I'm looking for?
Boy?
No, like not as impressed because you understand how to interact with it. So you'll have a depiction as to how they should interact, but when a player interacts with you, won't be optimal. But that's kind of the point of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? To kind of bait. But because us as Synchro players, we know where the choke wins are and we know where to interact. That's why it won't seem as impressive. But like, you see what I mean? Because everything he does is can be accounted for as to why he did it in the sequencing that he did it. But look at this, is pretty cool. So I'm just trying to get to a destructing protection for a scrap. And right here I'm like, okay, just don't interact with this, because once I'm here I'm fine, right? Once I'm here I'm fine. I revive. He lets me get this speeder here, right? So chain 1, chain 2. I was like, maybe he's holding on to some interaction. I'm not too sure. Okay. And look what he hits me with. Look what he hits me with. He's holding. He's really holding it here. Like he's really holding it. Okay, so go for that. Chain 1, chain 2. Once you get to this point, you're just gonna be journeying so many resources that those interactions are not going to be as impactful. But look, pretty crazy. Okay, so he goes for this. I go for effect, right? Because I could have easily have just negated with junk signal, right? But there's two other trap cards that I have to account for. So I'm trying to save that, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just do it this way. And he goes impulse. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I have to do it now, right? I have to do this now. And I was like, okay, well, what is that last card? Well, what is that last card? And this is the applicability and versatility of junk signal, of being able to use it at any given point, which is why I think this card is so good, right? And right here, I was debating on what to go into, and I was like, let me just go for double immune synchros, just to be able to play around that back row, right? Because that back row's still there, and I'm not sure how that back row is. So he adds another impulse, and he activates freaking this. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell is happening, bro? But luckily, these are unaffected. So, yeah, he anticipated incorrectly, and that's kind of the point. That's what we're trying to exploit, right? Them thinking that, because I guess the way he interacted, you could have interacted it differently, right? You could have gone master removal first, and then 1-for-1 your way into it, right? Because he still has rollback, right? So that's what I'm kind of like trying to play around now. But I know that these 2 cards are unaffected, so they can't. Nothing will happen, right? But because of the way he's trying to set it up, I think it. I guess it's interchangeable. He could have gone master removal first and then done this, right? But he chose to just do 1-for-1 first and then master removal. So sometimes it is the right way to do it, the correct way to sequence it that way, but I'm not sure. Okay, so now all I'm trying to do is just trying to bait that rollback. But then I was like, okay, nothing. Okay, increase, nothing. Okay, now I go Baron. Right? And then we're just trying to play the grind game now. Right? Because I know he has Impulse in hand. And I know that he has the rollback. So I know that if he draws something to kind of counter my Baron, to force my Baron, I guess, that's where I might be in trouble, right? So yeah, I draw into Droplet, I pop the set, he activates it. I don't negate it. I'm not negating. There's no reason to negate that. There's no reason to negate that. He summons out the Lady Labrynth. It's fine. My main concern is the rollback on the equation. Right. So summon, get access to my junk signal, and I don't even have to do that much. Right? I don't even have to do that much. He goes Impulse. I'm like, that's fine. I was trying to go for the spatter, but it's fine. It's okay. So I just go battle phase. He thinks he's safe. Did you guys see what's happening here? This guy thinks he's safe. I attack, and now we can use this guy. Like, look at that, bro. It's so versatile. This card is so versatile. He goes from the rollback line. I negate it. Right? GG. Right? And there's gonna be a lot of instances where you deal with these type of games. And you have to be aware of every possible scenario or sequence that you can do. And then there's this one. This is pretty cool too. 125. Because this is, look, I bricked. Look, I bricked. I'm like, I'm hoping this is enough. I'm like, please don't have Izuna. I'm like, please don't have Izuna, bro. Don't have Izuna, bro. So he activates the effect, looks at my hand and passes. He's like, he bricked, right? He bricked. And I draw into a starter. That's the ideal scenario, right? Starter, tuning, he ashes. I'm like, oh my god. What the hell, bro? What the hell? So I'm once again, I'm top decking. But I have interactions, so it's fine. I have 3 interactions. I can set these 2, right? I should be fine. He goes into Case of Canine. I have to discard the scrap, right? I do not want him to get into anything here. He goes for Case of Canine sets. He sets that one, the release restraint. He passes. And I'm like, well, that must be hand traps in hand. I top dig into Meister, right? So if he had like an Imperm on this, an Ash on this, I'd be cooked, right? So right now I'm thinking like, what does he have? Right? But I'm not taking any chances. So I'm just gonna go for the Herald line. So I'm like, what could he have that he's holding on to, right? Because if it was an Ash, it was an Imperm, he would have used it. Right? And once we get to this point, we're like, okay, I got this. Adjunct. That's what Meister's gonna be insane. Unfortunately, he has Bell. Unfortunately, Herald is banned, so we're not gonna be able to do this, but we can do it here. I'm forced to negate that Bell. I go for Speeder. And he vanishes me, bro! He freaking I was like, oh my god, this is so annoying. He did Invader Junk Meister, which is like, you know, I go Battle Phase attack. And we're just grinding, we're top decking. This is crazy, bro. Like, these games are so cool. I like these games, right? Because it's like, it's on the verge of collapse. Like, oh, who's gonna win? And this is what I'm referring to. That our deck is consistent enough because we have so many starters, so many one-card combos that we're allowed to oversaturate. Well, not completely oversaturate, but you know what I mean? Additional summon, and then once we're at this point, right? He gammas! I was like, what the fuck? What is this man doing, bro? So I chained the junk signal. Right? He gammas me. And then once again, he thinks he's safe. Because I've already used speeder. Right? So how else do we climb? And this is where this is very important. Right? Because then now we go for this. Because these are the obscure lines you have to take into account when considering taking out cards like Trail, right? Because otherwise, like, if you don't have Trail on the deck, what are you doing? Like, there's not much you can do, right? And that's what I'm accounting for. So increase, go for this spatter, effect. Trail effect. It's just so cool, bro. It's just so cool. And then we're gonna go for Rumble. That's gonna give us access to our... Yeah, same thing for Rumble. If you don't play Rumble, you can't do this either. Increase. Go for Jura. And then go for SMSD right here. And it's GG. 3 attacks, attack. He's like, what's happening? I still live? No, you don't. You don't live, bro. You don't live. Yeah. But I'm trying to get a bunch of replays like that where it showcases not just like me comboing off, right? Like just a bit of adversity to kind of push through. Right, it keeps you on the edge, right? Like, oh, what the hell is happening? Yeah, that's kind of the point. Okay, let's try and see if it works now, and just get to the grind. Just get to grinding again. That's pretty crazy, huh? Okay, let me just read some of your messages, and then we'll get back into it. Oh yeah, you mentioned White Veil. What is White Veil? Is that a White Forest card, or what is that? What is that? Isn't it? Am I spelling it wrong? Am I spelling it wrong or right? White Veil.
This is pretty
I was wondering how you think the matchup would be for me in the character duo versus some other deck characters from 5Ds. Is it? Well, Jack? Well, it depends if you're allowed to play Bestials, right? Because that'll change the dynamic of the deck. But yeah, the RDA deck, I really like the RDA deck. So I think that one's pretty good too. Straight up freezing on me or not loading when trying to connect games. Oh, so it's an issue that's been happening. Methodical. Given that it affords a +1 normal summon and offers a token. What about Synchron Carrier? The thing with Synchron Carrier, like we did consider it initially, right? But then you have, like, what would you rather summon? Full speed or Synchron Carrier? Synchron Carrier requires you to have Scrap Synchron, but even then it's kind of weak, so it's a bit weird now, so it's not that great. Okay, now Master video. Let's go United. Go, buddy. Yeah. The more. Okay. Let's try. Let's see. Hopefully it works. Here we go. It works. And we won the coin. Let's go, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. We're entering here. All right, mate. All right. Okay, so we don't mind if this gets stopped because we can pivot into this. But this will give us access to... We'll lead with this. Because this gives us the... Oh, I forgot I can reveal Starlight Warrior. That's cool. So what this does is that means that it gives us the option to go up the Herald line to insulate our board. I need the soundbite or the little clip of SpongeBob with when he tells you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? I need that one. You know when he goes like that? I need to get one of those because that's like full on like, yeah, it should be fine.
Trust me, Chief. That's a bad idea.
All right. I think it's gonna have. Oh, but I think he does have. I think he has Ash or Veiler or something. Either way, we have Thrust, right? We have Thrust, so we're gonna set the Slump. So I think we have to do it this way. Yeah, let's play it safe. We'll do this. Blue Eyes 3. Is it Imperm or is it? If it was Max C, he would have Max C'd me as well. Unless he was countering, unless he was thinking about like, no, yeah, he would have Max C'd me already. Because either way, Stardust is as a starter and extender, so it's fine. Because remember, we were looking for cards to pair with Stardust. The Stardust itself didn't have a pivot option, assuming we started with it. Okay, so we're gonna go into reduce by 1, and let's see, because we have Slump already. We have Slump, so we're good. Okay. All right, and then now we go at.
It's go time. I summon out the Junk Synchron Tuner Monster.
Is it this one?
And thanks to my Junk Synchron special ability, I can summon another monster from my graveyard.
All right, mate. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I need to find a way. Well, okay, I need to make sure that I can stop multiple interactions on the Slump attempt, right? Because if it's Ash Imperm, I might be cooked there. Let's try to do that now.
Now with the power of Summon Speeder.
Because like worst case scenario is Zuna. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. I can bell the Lupus.
Lupus.
Yo, what up? What up, Nick? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that I know you can imperm me, which is huge. That's gonna be Illumination. That'll give me access to Trail. Wait! It gets banished! Yeah, it gets banished because it's Herald. He's cool.
We love Herald.
Oh my god. Ah, shit! That's not good.
Oh, Holly Sue is not good.
Oh, this is
you might need
fine.
to negate this.
No, I negate the effect, the field effect, right? Because I need him to dump.
No, because he can
No.
bounce if he has a name.
No. But the issue is, if I negate, the Lupus will hit the grave, which is what I don't want. Because either way, I have trail, so it's fine. The Lupus is gonna get banished here. Because if I negated this, the Lupus would, you know what I mean? Oh crap! Okay, so what do I want here though? Is it gonna be trail or is it gonna be this? I think it's trail. Yeah, it's trail.
You know what's funny? Is that Vanquish Soul won the YCS and the Genesis side event. Wow.
Wait,
Lower power
where
format,
did
guys.
it was it Dortmund?
RT also won the Genesis. There's a ton of Genesis events that fired off, and RT was the winner of one of them. And Kultun won the Dortmund.
What about Maddie? Or
I'm
Maddie?
also pretty sure Radiant
Must be
Typhoon
Maddie, right?
won with a Yummy variant at one of them as well. So, Genesis, Yu-Gi-Oh has failed to make Genesis a lower powered format.
I mean, technically, that's just objectively incorrect, actually.
Well, when the same decks are nearly the same decks are winning both events.
Yeah, but Monarch also topped it. And so did
what?
Kultun.
I mean, Genesis, Monarch, and Kultun are like meta decks.
Yes. There's clearly a different format, and it's good that... Like, the fact that these decks are not massacred is a good thing. Like, I don't
to be
think
fair,
it's bad.
Kultun is basically unhindered and is basically the exact same deck as it is in TCG.
And not really. White Force variants are popping up a lot more. We also have the top 4 was I can't remember the Keck W Kultun variant. Genesis format. Let me look up.
To tell you how
Top 4.
What is that?
I went to a
Yes,
Genesis
yes.
locals over the weekend, and
Yeah, it was Kultun.
What's that? Is that the one that pops?
Elven Note Centurion.
Oh no, it's not the one. that
order
popped.
draws a draw. Leo, even if you heavy slump, I think you're gonna have to make Satellite Warrior on your turn 1 here.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I think I have to climb. I think I have to climb
Make
6.
Satellite Warrior, and then see if you can use the Satellite Warrior to make Crimson Dragon that way, so it's not worthless, I guess.
Yeah, but I need to climb. I need to get to an SD first. That's gonna give him 2 more cards, unfortunately, but okay. I have to do it.
Charge Warrior! Stardust Charge Warrior's effect
2 more
activates.
draws. 1, 2.
I should have pitched the Jet. Yikes. Displays in the nib, which I know he has.
Oh, Ash is gone. Yes. That's one thing I was concerned about.
He Ash's Charge Warrior draw. That's insane.
Is he trying to draw into? Oh fuck! It's Shifter. Fuck! He drew Shifter, bro. Okay, it's fine.
He's probably trying to draw into a nib.
Drawn to a nib or drawn to the popper, no? Or just trying to find a way to bait the Herald so he can use Holisu, no? At least that's what I think.
Should have pitched the Jet.
Okay, it's fine. Ash is gone. That was my my concern.
Stardust Dragon! Let's rev it up!
So now I can go into TG, start drawing my non-engine, like my what's it called? My droplets, my, you know what I mean?
Wins here. Damn, I misplayed that.
The sad thing is, I do think that Vanquish Soul, I do wish more decks could play like it. I like how strong they can play turn 0. Basically.
I activate the spell
It's just-
card.
The K9 cards make their stuff unfair.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go, mate.
But to be honest, Genesis is like very like I do like playing Genesis. It's just there's basically no local scene for it. It's
No, that's the
non-existent.
biggest problem with Genesis. If we had a local scene,
that Dark and
more
Earth?
common,
Take control of one monster, putting control of the lowest attack. Is that gonna be Herald?
Lowest attack, or is it Rev? What's Rev? What's Rev?
Rev is 900.
Oh, it's gonna be Herald. You have to use Herald then.
Okay, shit. Okay, well, I'll do this. Let's do this then. And then that's when he summons at the guy that pops, right?
So now he's gonna be able to summon Caesar.
But I can just dodge it whenever I want, though. Okay, we'll do it this way. Let's do this. Let's go.
Let the spirit of all dual monsters now.
Yeah,
There's no more interaction.
Top
And soar to
32,
new
which was
heights
really
where it
nice.
can be transformed.
What?
Spriggans.
Main event or Genesis?
Genesis.
Synchro summon the all-powerful Crimson
I mean-
Dragon.
Spriggans don't really. I mean, yeah, technically Tri-Brigade like would be nice to play with it, but
I don't think the deck was playing Tri Brigade.
I honestly think you'd probably play Spriggans as like a blind second OTK deck, no?
From the looks of it, it wasn't like that. I can send you the video.
Like, what would your end board be for Spriggans still? Like, yes, the new rank 4 is nice.
Come on, come on, come on.
You have Regulus.
Do I summon that?
Let me
I know
check.
Regulus, but what else?
Champion Sargas, it seems. I can
think
send you
I
the video
do.
because
No, I don't. I leave the trail just in case. In case if there's like a nib set up.
That's the only thing you have to worry about now is Nib.
Yeah.
But I don't know if K9 VS play it because it's a bad attribute.
That's good to hear. That's very good to hear.
So I don't know if they would play it. Never say never, but
Yeah. Oh. Well, here we go. I got my Omni. How did I get another one? I did get more. Okay, but for sure I have to pop these two, right? I have to pop them, no?
keeping them off a VS name to start their turn with is, I think, pretty key. So you can just Baron pop it if he only has one. You just leave the Azuna.
I was like, where the hell's my slump?
Okay. Actually, no, Leo. It's a bit worrisome because of Typhon.
Yeah.
If you leave anything on field, because VS can play on your turn anyway, depending.
Okay. So what are you thinking?
Keeping them off.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Satellite War kind of sucks now, though.
Actually, shit. I thought I had. I thought I had. What's his face on there? Excel.
Which YCS did? Sorry, Wolf. Sorry, didn't mean to.
You good. I thought I had Excel in there. Fuck.
Which YCS did VS win?
I think it was Richmond.
No.
No, Richmond's winner is Radiant Typhoon.
Oh, it must have been. It was one of them. Was it?
It was probably
other-
Latin America because Dortmund was won by Kotun. Dark.
Oh my god, I'm rushing.
Kotun Earthbound.
Oh my god. I need,
Yeah,
another, I
Doomsday
need
got
another
second place
Omni.
at that. It was insane.
And I need to draw into more
I
things.
was- I definitely think Doomsday is actually like a phenomenal deck in Genesis for the sole
Yeah.
reason that they
The
have a
fuck
trap
is
card
that? I don't
really
mind that.
awkward.
It's fine.
Yeah. Dude, I am so antsy about Droll and MD. It's like, I
Oh my
fear
god, come on,
everyone
come on, come
having
on,
it.
come on, come on, come on, come on. What the fuck?
So if he reveals enough names, I think he's unaffected.
My concern is if he has Nib as well. That's my issue. Because then I don't have an Omni to protect against the Herald.
No, Infernoid.
I mean, the
Cool
Nib.
team got top 8 at Richmond.
Okay, that resolved. Nice. That's gone forever.
I think they only play one Caesar. I don't know if they play more than one. You're just gonna have to set slump and pass. I don't think you're gonna have time.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Just set the slump because you're gonna have to discard for hand size. You're gonna have to discard for hand size.
You know, we still haven't gotten the deck list for Latin America.
Oh
so
my
it's probably,
god.
You just have to let it go. You have to let it go through. I mean, you could bell it if you can.
I have to bell. Bell discards a card, and that's one discard off after the timer. Oh my god. Fuck, 1 second, bro.
Oh. Just be ready to discard.
I discarded one, right?
It should just be one, so just click whatever, honestly.
Yeah. Oh my god! Fuck! Holy shit, bro! That was fucking nerve-wracking.
Drop phase.
I know. Oh my god. That was so close.
Close there, Wolf.
That was fucking close. No way, bro. I didn't want to fucking lose. Okay. All right, come on, please, just.
So the thing is,
Okay, we're negating that. So who's it with? It has to be this. Has to be this.
You wait for Jura as your last interruption because that will just clear his field if he has any names left over.
Yeah. Because now I know he has a Magnamut, right? Has a Magna, so yeah. I think I bell that, no? I bell the Magna. Yeah, we bell the Magna. Okay, we bell the Magna. Yeah. What up, Synchronator? The fuck is that called by the grave? I guess I'll just do this now, just to dodge a Typhon.
What is Wolf close?
Oh, he's getting called Belt? Is that what it is? Okay. I think that's fine, because I just nuke with Jura, no? On res, I nuke with Jura. I think we're fine. Nib? Oh, so yeah, resolved. Nice. Okay, here we go. And now we just nuke on res, no? Oh, what do you think? I think I... Yeah, let's just nuke now. And then put them on have whatever it is needs to have. And I'll get my Herald back. Go, buddy. Oh! Oh my god! Yeah, we're not getting that. And then we have Ash. And then we have Ash. And then we have First Spark.
Oh, did y'all know that Blazer got an animation?
It did? Oh, yeah. I think it did. Okay, it's over. Oh my god! Oh, fuck! Let's go, buddy. It's over. It's over. Dude, we almost timed out. Oh my god. We almost timed out. That's crazy. Oh my god. K9. Vanquish. Oh.
By the skin of your teeth, man.
I know. Oh my god. That clock, bro. You finally beat it, bro. Freaking hell. That was hectic, bro. We could have, but I panicked. Isn't Baron hard once per turn or the soft per copy?
Baron is hard.
Oh, so it didn't matter then. Yeah.
I believe it is.
Hey man, we survived. That's all that matters. We survived.
It's a hard once per copy.
Oh, okay, so if you
Yeah.
remake it, you can get it again.
You can only
yeah,
use the
like
previous
if you-
effect of Baron Defleur once per turn.
Only once while it's face up on the field.
Huh? I swear it says once per turn. Oh, you can only use the... Yeah, no, it says once per turn when you activate, you can make the activation to destroy it. You can
Hold
only
up,
use
aim
the previous
down.
effect Baron Defleur once per turn. Yeah, it's a hard one.
Okay, so we'll do this way because
Which is
I
weird.
think this is the way to play around the most hand traps. Because if you go for this, so we can pivot with Stardust here.
Oh, thank God I have Seafer.
Okay, there's something there. Oh, there's okay. So there's something there. He's toggling off.
Oh,
Okay.
Nick, I've been meaning to ask because I know you were experimenting with the assault. Did you find anything new? Because I heard you were like doing something with it.
The
Oh,
assault.
I was just gonna try it for Genesis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the new Assault Sonic Warrior.
Oh yeah. Once that comes out, that's gonna be one of the best variants with teleport.
Yeah. I didn't realize you were trying with Genesis. That's interesting, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
I was splashing it in like a TG
Baylor, this is what we want.
Okay. That is
like TG assault mode.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of insane now that I think about it.
Oh, he has. Okay. So let's do. I think we go. This. Oh, he has imperm? Never mind. What does he have? I'm trying to play around a multitude of cards and not nib, right? But we'll see if we get punished by because of that.
I mean, if it counts for anything, my Genesis locals I won with Ice Barrier.
Let me think.
Ice Barrier is a fun deck. It kind of just hard walls Monarch for some reason, but that's also very funny.
Well, yeah, you can just keep Revealer on field,
Let me think.
and they can't tribute summon.
Yeah, it's insane. I hate it because I've been playing
There's something
Slifer
there.
Monarch.
What
Ooh,
is it?
your chair. I've been playing Slifer Monarchs.
I think it has to be imperm. It must be imperm. Like, what else would it
like an
be?
insane floodgate for Cool Tune, isn't it?
Slifer?
Imperm. Let's go for
Like
this.
Slifer just auto wins against Cool Tune, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I've been playing it.
I go for
And
this.
then the
That gives me
God
a
Heart support's not that
Stardust.
bad
And
either. It's like, because
makes
they
it
have to
kinda
normal
weird.
so often. They can't risk
for
not
this.
normaling. The
Yeah,
problem
has
is searching
to
Slifer
be
can be
the-
hard
yeah, it's this.
because
It's this.
it's
It's this.
unsearchable.
because in case he does Ashes, then I can still go for Asti. Yeah. Because if he does Ash this, then I still can go increase the tokens level. And level 2.
And then I have...
Yeah. Should be fine.
Stardust Dragon!
Yeah, and then I have a raw side deck where I just OTK people by punching them really hard with raw.
Oh, it's a Bestial. The fuck? There's nothing in the grave. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I think he thought it was a freaking dark. That scraps the earth, buddy. What was he playing, anyways?
So, for people who haven't been caught up with anything OCG-wise, like, all the junk support, including Meister and the new stuff from Blazing Dominion, is available in OCG.
Tenpai.
And Synchron is a genuine meta deck.
Oh, it's insane how good we've gotten.
With everything, with the, like, assault mode support, as well as the junk support, it's, like, in the top 10 decks.
Which is the one that already shared? The higher than the tier list. Is that relevant or no?
Josh's video. Synchron is relevant. Like with all the support we get, it's absolutely insane. I really
But
do believe that we're gonna
you
be
gotta remember,
meta.
OCG is a different. OCG is quite a different meta.
True.
Yeah, the dynamics are different, but it gives us a bit of like, I guess, insight on how it's going to be.
Yeah. Also, something I want to point out, we are stronger than we are in OCG with TCG because of our hand rulings, meaning we can chain block speeder easier.
Yeah.
And it does come up a lot, I found. Which is annoying, but...
Okay. So this is a weird hand because if they stop this, it's kind of cooked. So...
Oh, and don't forget, Synchron get to play the broken ass new hand trap.
The Fleur-de-Lis or the other one?
Fleur de Lis, huh?
Apparently that
Fleur-de-Lis.
lets us synchro on the opponent's turn. Wolf was saying that's our,
Special
like, 0 turn
summon,
0
draw
play.
1, get a token.
It lets us set
Tribute.
punishment.
Tribute that.
Oh, that's the Dogmatica one, and no, we wouldn't play that.
Oh, okay.
Let me think, because we only have one play here. So special summon, charge, draw 1, tribute that. 1, 2, revive. Oh, so weird. The obvious one is just summon trail, activate this, right? And then we're kind of cooked there. So let's just... what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think this might be a charge thing.
I think charge is our best bet right now.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's go for that.
It feels a bit weird, but
Yeah, I think because if we just go rely on that, our pivot options are basically non-existent. I don't think that we're cooked because you could easily not have the card we're anticipating, you know. But that's what you do is you make the right call, the wrong call sometimes, you know.
yeah. I also think in terms of like matchups, we have actually a decent K9 VS matchup in Masterful at least.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Okay, so right here, we're gonna have to go this way. So this is the route in case he does stop Stardust. We can still go into Speeder, opposed to the other route where we were kind of cooked. So an imperm here would be devastating if I didn't take this route. So I think he does have. But in this case, we have access to this now, right?
Yeah. How is Triple Signal treating you? I've been
I like
considering
it. I like it. Because what this means is you don't have to search it. It means you can draw it. So the reason why people minimize this is because it's searchable. But that means that you don't have the variation of opening it and having started to search something else, right? Because I mean, just strictly you know what I mean? It's like if you don't have either of these, that means you're gonna have to search it. Whereas if I open one of these, I can search either or, right? That's what I've been noticing, and I've been liking it. Okay, so imperm on here will be devastating, so I think we just have to do it this way. Yeah, we'll get this.
I always thought worst case it's technically a 0.5 starter.
Yeah, exactly.
Now with the power of summon
God, I
spear.
love drawing. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
What were you saying, Nick?
I was just saying, if you have like any way of putting a monster on field, you can at least junk signal attribute it, right?
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Tengu's pretty good in that regard.
Oh my god, you're right. I should try the Tengu variant out at some point. It seems really fun. I love drawing Maxi off of Hyper Librarian. That is the most satisfying outcome.
Yeah. I completely forgot I can reveal a Starlight Warrior now. So now I don't have to do this early on. Yeah, it's a Warrior Synchro. Because before I would go through my line of Stardust, all the Stardust cards and the Scrap Warrior. But now, Starlight Warrior will almost always be in the extra deck, so I can use this later if I wanted to.
I think you just go.
The timer's winding down. I know. I hear you falling. Oh, I forgot to check if the alerts are working. Because usually I would have you guys let me know when the timer's winding down.
Stardust Dragon, let's rev it up.
Okay. Red reboot? The fuck?
The reboot?
Let the spirit evolve. Dual monsters now spread its wings and soar to new heights where it can
Get
be
a
transformed.
reboot on your life. I don't know.
People are putting in reboot for Draco Tail, I think.
Yeah, Draco Tail's really oppressive right now. I think it's far and away the best deck currently, actually, despite VS.
Here's my opinion. What if... I think the only real way to hit Draco Tail, like, to stop Draco Tail from basically being played at all, like, there's got to be something banned.
Yeah, but what do you hit?
Like, even if you could limit every name, like every Draco Tail name, and it'll still be played.
It's sort of like the new tier when you think about it.
In my opinion, it would be ban Arthalion.
Really? I mean, that is fair. I thought about that too.
Let them still keep their fusion spells, like put both fusion spells to 3, I think that's fine. I just think Arthalion being able to also add back hand traps is not fair.
This timer.
Yeah, I played against a Draco Tail player who added back Nibiru and Veiler. I was like, oh, well, that's very nice.
What can I summon?
It'd be
Oh,
that. or
yeah, I'm
ban
running out of
5
time.
mana, but if people would argue banning 5 mana just kind of ruins the whole identity of the deck.
Oh my god.
I feel like 5 mana is a bit of a harsher hit.
This should be fine. This should be fine. I drew interactions. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 interactions. That'll be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, you said 6, 7 in rapid succession.
1, 2, 3,
Shit.
4, 5.
What even is this,
What is
bro?
this guy playing? Is he playing Tenpai?
Is this Tenpai, bro?
He's main decking Red Reboot and Heavy Storm.
I mean, to be fair, Red Reboot is valid, thinking about it.
Okay, so
'Cause
4
Lab is
cards.
also in the meta as a decent road deck.
Okay, so rare reboot. Oh my fucking god, bro! What the fudge? Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this now.
Summon
Stardust.
Steam Synchron.
Wait, no, I can summon Excel. No, is Excel in there? No. I thought he was.
Oh, you can just revive Stardust.
Yeah.
Destruction, I guess.
Okay, so 3 cards, 3 interactions.
Ooh.
Wall Gym have Regeki. Oh shit. Well, we're ashing that. No way.
I think it is Tenpai or it's Striker.
It could be both. I know Tenpai plays a big striker package. What do I hit in Sofa Chord?
Okay.
It is Tenpai. You have to pop that layer. You have, I think,
Yeah.
or you can wait till effect.
Okay, and if he extends, then I can bow the revive.
Last card, if it's Fadra, or if it's Pydra, I think we lose.
Nah. Odds, bro. No, that was Tenpai back to back.
Tenpai's scary.
Tenpai is one of those decks that's fallen out of obscurity entirely, not for banning anything, but they just hit all their consistency. So
Yeah.
they're just bricky now.
And if they don't brick, then you're like, oh, well, oh no.
Nice.
The thing is, even if Tenpai was at full power, I still think Draco Tail's a better deck.
Really? Interesting. Well, that is fair, because Tenpai's main thing is it hits really hard.
And also, don't forget, K9 is like everywhere. So,
Yeah.
like, Spell Canceller exists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind
and
these
all
coins.
Tenpai's power cards are spells.
Hmm. Oh, I could have popped with Yummy with Seifer. Okay, no, that's fine.
Dude,
It's
how
better
many
to
times are we
save
gonna draw
for-
trail, bro? What the fuck?
No, this has been my entire day. I've drawn Converging 5 times. I'm so
Oh
miffed.
my god, bro.
Don't get Ash.
This is a thrust target, by the way, in case you're wondering. Alright, so... Okay, so... Here's my logic. I go for Stardust, right? Because if he does stop this, I have these to keep him at bay, right? Hold him off. And then I'll have Stardust engraved set up to try again. Because I could either risk it and go junk, discard the Mexi.
No, that's not worth it.
No, that's not worth it at all. I think it's this. I think it's this.
You add Stardust and watch you mill like a level 2.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's fine.
Another thing I can do is I can summon the troll, tribute it special to at least have an Omega, rip his hand, right? standby, return my Stardust? Right?
Because
Because like,
Maxi and Droll, so it's like you'll have to choose one or the other to use. I think having just D barrier will let you survive. So I honestly think there could be a world where you just don't play.
no, but what if he doesn't have anything? I still want to be able to do something, right?
Well,
I'm not gonna just pass.
Just normal summon Stardust, because if you have to tribute Stardust, you have no follow-up.
No, what I'm saying is, right? I set the Droll, tribute the Droll, chain 1, chain 2, right? If he imperms the Stardust, I go Omega. Stand my phase, Omega, return to my Stardust, and then a hand rip, and then I survive with Maxi and Dimensional Barrier.
Sure. You're already like 50 seconds down, so you better go quick.
Nah, let's just do this. We'll play it safe. Oh my god, he didn't have it.
It's probably Maxi or Charmy.
It is. I think I have to take this route, I think I have to take this route, because this route's too vulnerable. Let's go for this, and that'll give me the fellows. That'll help me climb. Because this way I can chain block as well. Alright. Oh, I can't chain block because I forgot it's OCG rules. That's fine. So it's Charmy then, huh?
He probably didn't charm you because.
Oh no, it's Ash. It was Ash.
Ash.
Okay, that means Maxi will resolve. Okay, so now I'll do the other line I was gonna do, where I go Omega Rip, right? And then standby phase, I return my Stardust.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
Just remember, I mean, it's like almost never relevant if you have to debarrier your call Synchro.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
Never forget Tenpai.
I mean,
Or Yummy, actually. Ooh, that's a terrible hand.
Okay.
Oh, this is the Ditto. Oh no.
Okay, and then I'll return my Stardust, and then I'll hand rip, and then I'll have these three to hold them off.
I mean, if he has another Ash for Maxi, Droll probably stops him from playing as well.
Yeah, hopefully on top of the barrier.
Imperm would actually be the worst case scenario. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yes. Okay, so we have setup. We have follow up. Okay. Yeah, because when I was shit. No. What is that? Oh, I'll rip now. Because what I noticed with Thrust was
it's just call Xyz.
Yeah.
And he can't play the game. And you get to save your Maxi and Droll.
Okay. But do I do it now or when he summons? I'll let him summon, right?
Yeah, you could wait for him to summon, just see. I mean, you could get a draw off this if you want. Like, trade for a draw.
Yeah, let's get a draw here. Maybe you can pay another Ash.
Just see what he summons, because I'm curious.
The issue is, can he get enough bodies on board to OTK me without going Exceed?
No.
Okay.
But that's why I'm waiting to see what he summons.
Okay. So just do it now, or does I just wait? Can I wait? Like, what am I actually preventing? If it's a form of interaction that I have to negate.
Is Bahamut banned in Master Duel?
I don't know.
I think Toad is banned instead.
Okay. I mean, if he makes Kragan still sucks really bad.
No, it does not pop.
I mean, you could just debarrier. Like, he can't do anything.
Okay, let's just do here.
Because the moment he summons from Bahamut Shark, he's locked into, I think, Xyz monsters anyway.
Yeah. So this is what I get for being ignorant to this matchup. Otherwise, I'd be able to anticipate it better.
And even if he tries to keep playing, you're gonna draw control. Yeah.
Okay, damn. Damn. Well, let's go. Oh shit, let's go. We're getting rid of that right now, bro. That's going gone right now.
You can pitch the droll.
Yeah.
I don't know what this set is.
What the hell is that?
Tachyon. Wait, why did he set it? Why didn't he use it?
I don't know.
Oh, he summoned that shark. He summoned, by the way, is like Poplar. He could have at. This guy does not know how to play his deck.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't know Ash, we're cooked.
Oh no, is that a Bestial? No, it's not a Bestial.
It's a bell.
No way, Bell we lose. Bell we've lost.
Oh, okay. Oh my god! I was fucking stressed. I was like, did we just fucking lose? No way. Okay, we're good.
No Ash, at least.
Oh my god, bro. That was hectic. That was hectic, bro.
Second Meister. Oh, that's frustrating.
I was about to say, like, did we just... Oh no, I don't want to say it. Okay, so what am I adding though? I think it's Chick. Because I already have Maxi in there.
I mean, it has to be Chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Chick. You just pitch the Chick
Yeah.
instead of pitching the Synchron.
And I can chain block actually.
Yeah. Wait, no, oh wait, never mind. I thought.
Yeah, he hasn't used his normal summon.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my. I was like.
Yeah, that's what we went Omega to retain the setup. Okay. So full speed. The hell?
Oh no. It can't be Nib.
Is Goaty? Oh no.
No, it's not Goaty.
Azuna.
It's
Oh.
a Zana. Ooh.
Okay, that's actually detrimental because you cannot send Stardust.
Oh no, it's fine. I can send junk and trigger the Chick. We're fine. We're fine. Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
It's a if a tuner leaves.
It's tuner leaves field. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So quick.
Wait for Lupus because there is that off chance he can hard draw it.
Yeah. I was about to say that. Yeah.
Despotter, bring back.
Oh, okay. He can do it.
He didn't tell Galan.
Bam. Sucks to be you, buddy. Let's go.
Now with the power of Summon
One
Speeder.
downside about Master
Let's rev it up.
on res anything, and the game's like, nope, you already.
So chain 1, chain 2 to change the block the Ash, and now we have Droplet. We have more things to Droplet with. Yeah, that's fine. Do I wait for the Exceed or do I just take care of the Lupus?
What Xyz would be scary?
Because remember, I have Satellite Warrior now, so I can like do a one punch type of situation.
Well, don't forget anything that has Lupus's material can't be targeted.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I think I have to stop this then. So I already have Stardust, so it'll be 1, 2, 3.
And Jet,
Yeah, that'll give me Meister.
which you desperately need as next ending.
Yeah. Okay, so I do it here, no?
Well, you're gonna drop it away though because you can't send Stardust, you can't send Chick.
I can send Assault. Yeah, I can send Assault.
Yes. Okay, so no Nib. I don't think, at least.
Okay. Is it just gonna be Satellite into... I mean... Stardust...
You need to get this search off Jet.
Yeah. I'm running out of time, that's the
Go
thing.
Fellowship.
The timer's gonna
Yeah,
be
real quick.
my thing issue though.
You might just have to turbo satellite warrior and hope it's enough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Majestic Star Dragon. Okay.
Stardust Charge Warrior! Stardust Charge Warrior's effect activates!
Don't draw the armor. Don't draw the armor.
I think that timer's gonna be an issue though. How much is that? That'll be 40. If I pop 4, right? How much is that gonna be?
Oh no, he has nib. Oh. No! Oh no! That's really bad.
It is bad.
You didn't chain. You should have chain blocked the other way.
Oh, I gotta hope this is enough. I'm running out of time, and I don't think I have time to sequence up my entire turn.
How much damage is this gonna be for?
Well, I'm gonna pop all 4, so that'll be 46 plus 20. Yeah, that's game. Assuming he has nothing else.
Wait, is Excel Stardust? Can Excel Stardust be used in the battle phase?
No.
Or is it
No.
phase only? Yeah.
Oh my
no,
god.
He has nib. He has nib. That'd be detrimental if he has nib.
I have an idea though.
Oh, he's dumb! He's dumb!
Why?
Because you can just... Well, I mean, you still make satellite.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Unaffected satellite. And then you contribute the token to revive... Is this summon a defense?
Oh, that's
Summon an attack
frustrating.
as well.
No, it summons an attack mode. The signal. Either or.
Okay, perfect. Then that's game.
Yeah, you can choose attack or defense. Oh, hi, Nib.
He's so dumb. He should have waited for you to pass Prio.
I'm more worried about the timer. That's what I'm worried about.
I think you're okay.
No, because I don't get to get the boost because I only get the 1 boost. So I have to sequence on my turn.
Right. He no longer has. Oh. Right.
Oh! I have an idea. I have an idea.
Fine. Wait, this is fine.
No, but I don't
Oh
have
my God,
time.
he's plausible.
I don't have time though.
Crimson Dragon for Disbatter. Disbatter can revive something banished. You have. This is game if you have time.
Oh my god.
What do you have banished? Do you have a Stardust banished?
Come on, come on.
Just summon Stardust in attack mode and go battle.
Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. I have to go battle phase.
And just signal. Hopefully, can you signal?
Hang on, baby. No! No! Fuck! Oh my god! Hang on, fuck it out!
That's tragic. Hello?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought Discord decided to explode on me for a second. I love searching max C and then activating it.
You know, that's technically what, you know, B Trooper was actually like meta on release in OCG for a little bit.
Because of the searching max C stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm playing Retaliating C, and a Fiendsmith player sent to the grave, a Fiendsmith Mitsu player. I'm like, okay, well, thank you for the max C.
So many times I'm just, there's a couple archetypes that just have so many good cards when you read them, but their problem is like, wait, they have all these starters, they have all these extenders, they can play through several hand traps, but what do they end on?
Yeah.
And the two ones I'm most upset about are zombies and insects.
Reptiles were actually in that boat too for a bit, right?
I mean, up until like Mitsu came out, basically.
Yeah.
But also King of the Feral Imps is banned now, so it's like not even
True.
reptile decks can bridge into Mitsu.
Right.
To be fair, the only other reptile deck to ever exist has been what, like Ogdoadic?
Yeah, and Ogdo isn't that good.
And the same with like zombies. Like zombies have so many like good cards when you read them. It's just they have no resemblance of a boss. They have what, the Mayakashi Link 4 and Valor Drock.
Yeah, that's about it.
That is all they have. And the thing is, the Link 4 Mayakashi wasn't even that bad like against Malice. Like it's basically its only good matchup. But it does nothing into most decks.
Right.
Because it's like what? It says if a monster is special from the graveyard or a monster effect is activated in the graveyard, you can target a face-up card on the field, change the attacks to 0 and negate its effects, and you can use that twice per turn. So I mean, like, that's not like terrible. The idea is that you like reborn stuff with your zombie effects, and then you can negate something they have.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird too, because for a while back in like 2016, wasn't it? Zombies were quite good.
2016. What was 2016? It was
Blue Eyes. Post Blue Eyes, that's when we had like a lot of zombie stuff, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
When did Eldritch come out?
Eldritch was 20. Okay, yeah, so 2020. So zombies were more relevant sooner than I thought. That's my bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was they were just doing like it was Goblin, Zombie Goblin, or it was Zombie. It was a Goblin Zombie loop or something, wasn't it?
I think so. It's been a bit. If I could top deck Fellowship off this right now, that'd be really nice.
And trust me, I was brave enough to bring vampires to locals once.
I wish vampires were better. They're so fun.
The problem is, the most annoying thing I found about vampires is that, well, I found like some of their cards weren't too bad. I was struggling to find like a game plan with them, like
Right.
because so many of the vampires are different levels. It's like, what am I exeasing into? The idea is that like, oh, steal their monsters, and you can make something like Sheridan, which is like or zombie vampire, because they have effects where it's like if you use your opponent's monster, it could be treated as level 8 or 6 for your respective exes.
Yeah.
But and I like Voivod is like a really good card, but he's so difficult to set up. And to be frank, I think vampires are like pretty close to actually being like playable.
I think if there's any zombie archetype that's almost there, it really is vampires.
Like you have cards like they have Desire, which isn't technically that great, but it's like it can either be a revive or it can be a foolish. They have Domination, Counter Trap, and the one card that I always wanted to see if it was actually good is Awakening, the one that just summons one from deck.
Right.
Like that just seems decent. You have something like Shadow Vampire, which isn't like that bad. Like their Xyz monsters aren't too bad. Like Sheridan is like actually a pretty good removal Xyz. I mean, yeah, obviously Zombie Vampire goes insane. The thing is, some of the newer vampires have effects that if they destroy something by battle, they have like the what's it called? Like if they destroy something by battle, they can revive it to your field.
Yeah. I remember.
Okay, I'm back.
Sucker
Sorry
had
about that.
right?
I had to take care of something.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Dude, what the hell was that, bro? That was awful. What even was it? That was K9. No, that was K9 what? K9.
So, all vampires would need, I think, give them 3 cards. 3 cards, I can make vampires play, like, I wouldn't say meta, but definitely, like, playable in the current meta. Give them a vampire that does something when it goes to grave. So if you happen to normal summon Ghost and pitch a vampire name, if you pitch that new name, it can, like, do something. Maybe, like,
Oh, Shark K9. The hell?
He's not bad.
I think if a vampire card should be something like, if this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a zombie monster effect, you can set a vampire spell trap from your deck. I would love that. That'd be good. Because
I think that'd be really nice.
You could set Awakening,
so
you
yeah,
could set Desire.
that was a showcase of the Twisters and the Droplet. It's just an applicable board breaker that you can use going second into a board, assuming you don't draw into the prevention cards, right? These cards, but... Yeah, the losses were only to time. We don't last the time today, so I'm not counting those. Well, the deck worked pretty well.
I mean, it is valid. You did only lose the time. Let's be real.
Yeah, but yeah. So Dimension Barrier is only here because of a thrust target. Because sometimes you're like, oh, what do I set? Like you can set Imperm, but like this is a bit more blanket. Like you just way more brutal in some matchups. So that's why we went with Barrier. But yeah, but the primary reason this is in here is for Slump. Like I don't have this for Barrier. This is only here for Slump because if you have TG, that's 4 copies of Slump basically. Yeah, but anyways, that's gonna basically but I don't have time for another one because the stream's almost over. But let me just turn this off real quick. Do this and put this one on. Let me switch. This will be this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what do you guys think? I mean, Satellite Warrior would have been insane right there, right? And we destroyed everything. Yeah, they have the time. Because what I was going to do is, you know what I was going to do, right? Tribute the Spatter, revive the Stardust attack per game, because that would have been enough. Because I was 7k on board, and then 25, that'll be game.
The only thing I would consider is if you wanted to swap Satellite for something, it'd be like a level 7, just because you're playing Rev again.
Yeah, but then at that point, like, what would be the convenience there, right?
Well, my idea is that, like, you could, it might sound kind of weird, but, like, you start with Meister, not summon the armor, make, like, a Black Rose, nuke a field, normal summon the armor, so-and-so, and, you know, kind of...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, that could be an option. Actually, yeah, it's true, because you don't have to use your normal summon. So I guess it gives you another line of play with tuning and Junkmeister. If you want to like master move.
Open up trail, open charming. You know.
Yeah.
Draw into a charming or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not bad actually. Yeah. Let me see. Summon this. Go into board wipe. They stop you. They pivot with Meister. Meister search armor effect. That'll give you access to Stardust because there's no point in going for Jet because we already used our normal summon, assuming we summoned the Charmy or the Rail. So it has to be Stardust, Stardust Fellows. Discard anything and then special the chick. I mean, that's something we can try.
Or it could be go back to playing like Overtake and Jet Warrior for the sometimes where like if either your Meister gets stopped or your full speed gets stopped, you can still go into summoning Jet Synchron. Or like like biggest one would be like if you start with full speed. If they negate your full speed, you can go Overtake for your Jet Synchron.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait no. You can't make Scrap Warrior.
Yeah, it has to be Scrap Synchron. Then you would have to play Jet Warrior, right? And then you have to play a generic 3, right? To get the search off Meister, which is something that we will explore as well, because being able to search Meister now makes all the difference as to why we should be playing Overtake with Jet, right? Because
that's what I was thinking. I feel like Overtake is like a no-brainer to play because Jet Synchron can search.
The extra deck though, that's the thing. You don't have to change.
I mean, obviously I think TCG it's much easier to solve because, well, some of these like you can't play Herald, you're not playing Baron.
Yeah, no, yeah. So that's 2 slots already. So maybe Overtake can be fit in there.
Satellite's debatable. TCG, like if you do play it.
Yeah, yeah. I guess those are the three ones that are like, yeah, those are the 3 that we're not like certain on, but.
Charge Warrior technically was a debate, but it was found too many times.
Oh no, but yeah, that's why it's there's so much contemplation whether we cut this for the Zolin, because if we didn't play this, we wouldn't be able to do those plays where we go trail, get a token, you know, because that comes up it being a Stardust Synchron or Stardust Synchro to generate the token, right? So it's like. But that's what comes to testing, and we keep testing over and over again. We can't expect to just play 10 games or 10 matches and expect that to be sufficient amount of data. We have to like do a lot, right?
Like a lot of these like top like YCS toppers and stuff like that. You know how many games they play? They play one list. They play one list and they play like an entire day of just that same list, just over and over, playing like meta decks after like. So it's like it's really a grind.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have to have that same mindset if you really want to try and take a deck to its fullest.
Yeah, it's just that I think a lot of people. It's either they get over fixated on consistency, and they lose resiliency, right? Or they get too complacent on the. They play 10 games, and even though the list is not optimized, they did good, but they feel that that's the optimal list, right? When it's not. It's like a misconception in regards to deck building, and you know, I don't know, but that's why I do the testing that I do, because I want to be certain, I want to be sure, right? Because you'll have more insight on 100 games opposed to 10 games that you won, right? Because you can brag that you won 10 games in a row, but you didn't gather the insight you would have gotten with 100 games, right? So it's like,
right.
You know, that's like the biggest difference, I think. And yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's gonna bring the stream to an end. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll continue the grind. I'll try to grind off stream and try to get the master. Because I'm liking the list. The list has been performing pretty well. Just the timer is just, you know, time is of the essence. So we need to not lose the time anymore. That's just like, I don't think that's ever gonna be a possibility. But yeah, I like how they like
motions, I guess. I don't know the right word for it.
Which one?
Like, oh, did I just get trolled? Okay, it wasn't troll. It's just a matter of learning the motions, I suppose, because like the timer can be strict, but it's never like overbearing. At least.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's just that I think I'm trying to include. I'm trying to be inclusive, like trying to give insight as I'm playing, you know. And I think because it's so much to go over, I lose track of time, and then by the time I have to sequence on my turn, it's like, oh shit, you know. Opposed to me just being quiet and just focusing and just comboing off. But it's like,
yeah, if you were just being quiet for comboing, like,
yeah, of course we wouldn't lose time at that point. But it's just, or not as often. But because I'm just trying to give as much insight as possible, because I want you guys to as well like retain the insight and all this information, so you can like, I guess, learn to play the deck, because you know that's the point. You want to have fun, and when you don't know something, it's like it takes away from the experience because it's not as good as it could be, you know. But
yeah.
Anyways, thank you for joining me. You have a good morning, have a good night wherever you are, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Yes. Freaking hell, we had that last game. We had that last game.
I was actually so mad watching that.
We had that last game, bro. I was like, just attack, and it was over. I think that's how people must feel, right? I think there was a feature match where I think Billy Brake was commentating, saying that like it should be the mutual etiquette that if you can't win and you're down a game, just scoop. Like, it's only better for you, right? Because your tiebreakers will be better instead of you both getting a game loss. Like, I don't know.
I think it's good etiquette to do that.
Yeah, because like, you can't win. Like you're both gonna get a game loss. Like, why would you do that? Just get better tiebreakers. Just don't lose any more, and hope that they keep winning so that your tiebreakers can be better, opposed to just taking them with you. You know.
A lot of tournaments is just strategic planning too. Like, if you know you're going to lose, like, because double losses are so intense. Like, I don't